At Nasdaq Market Site, IPO Edge and CorpGov brought together leaders from finance, communications, governance, and tech to assess risks and opportunities in a very complex climate. The session included Edelman Smithfield's Ira Gorski, who offered a playbook for navigating a crisis.
You can't predict every eventuality, but what you need is a very solid decision-making framework to help the board, the management, understand their risk-reward and potential scenarios.
From CEO controversies to short seller attacks, Gorski explained that credibility, not necessarily speed, sets companies apart in a crisis.
One of the things that companies don't want to do is they don't want to say something that turns out to be incorrect later because it undermines their credibility.
Then came a check-in on the capital markets with ICR Capital's Steve Parrish, who noted a mixed start to 2025, but one with signs of underlying strength.
On average, IPOs from an IPO price to current price are up 40% for the year.
AI, crypto, and even SPACs are seeing renewed activity, with banks like Goldman Sachs re-entering the market after leaving it a few years ago.
There's a real momentum in the SPAC IPO market and SPAC merger market. To date, there's been just over 60 SPAC IPOs in 2025, which exceeds the full year activity of 2024.
Turning to company boards, Eisner-Amper's Ryan Keating offered advice for founders trying to get the most from their directors.
Nothing new should ever be discussed in a board meeting.
Keating stressed constant communication and treating board members like partners, not parole officers.
I truly believe that the board of directors themselves is one of the biggest assets that startups fail to really get value out of.
And Vertana CEO Paul Appleby closed with a message for operators in a high-speed, high-risk environment.
But it's not just customers' experience and it's not just revenue, it's reputational risk.
Yeah.
And if you're in a regulated business like healthcare or financial services, for example, it's regulatory exposure as well.
From crisis planning to IPO optimism, stakeholder trust to scalable tech, today's conversation was about how companies lead when the pressure's on. This is IPO Edge and CorpGov in conversation, live from Nasdaq Market Site.